are Locked On Lakers POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Los Angeles, on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Los Angeles Lakers, they take on the Denver Nuggets and they win their third straight game. Lakers playing great basketball when just a week ago at this time we were very concerned about this Laker team. No LeBron. Luka almost gets a triple-double, and Austin Reaves gets better every game. We'll explain it all when we talk about it on the Locked On Lakers postcast. I'm Dave Palet. Thank you so much for joining me tonight after this big Laker win. Again, the Lakers back in action, though, tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks. So very exciting to see that the Lakers have come home, and the Lakers look like a different team. Also, the Lakers looking pretty good playing without LeBron, and that's always something different to learn how to play without a superstar. The Lakers, I think overall, this will make them stronger as they make a run towards the end of the regular season, plus going into the postseason. As we say all the time, figure out that identity. LeBron is expected back soon, and then when LeBron comes back, they have to figure out, well, you have a superstar in LeBron, you have a superstar in Luka, and of course, Austin Reaves continues to get better every single game. Again, as we spoke about in the last show, maybe the most underrated player in all of basketball right now. So how did it go for the Lakers, and how did they get to where we are? When if you're just tuning in right now, you didn't see a lot of the game, I think you'd be shocked how well the Lakers played and kind of just trying to hold on since the first quarter. Again, final score tonight, 120-108. And for the Lakers, their starting five that seems to work right now with LeBron out, it's Jackson Hayes, Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reaves, Jordan Goodwin, and Luka. Without the Lakers, of course, they didn't have LeBron, they didn't have Rui, and the Lakers continued to be fine. For the Nuggets, though, they had their two best players not in the lineup today. So the Nuggets, who have owned the Lakers over the last few years, the Nuggets were playing without the Joker and also playing without Jamal Murray. So the Lakers, they had a big advantage there. We'd make that trade every single day of the week. If you say LeBron's not going to play, but the Joker and Jamal Murray also not playing, that's a big benefit for the Lakers because we still have Luka and Austin Reaves and the other guys that are shooting so well. So if you missed the beginning of the game, in the first quarter, the Lakers, they jumped out to a quick 14-2 lead. Luka made his first four shots, including a three-pointer, forcing the Nuggets to call a timeout. 5:15 remaining in the first. Lakers held an 11-point lead on Gabe Vincent's three-pointer. Gabe coming off the bench. Again, fantastic, and we'll talk about the bench play as well later on in the show. But 4:30 remaining, the Lakers take a 33-16 lead on a Luka three to give him 20 points with just 7.5 minutes into the game. So, Luka, you knew it was going to be a big night. 20 points in the first 7.5 minutes. And for the Lakers, they're just basically, can they continue to keep this up? Because we know it's the NBA. Teams come back. Lakers were led in the quarter by Luka's 21. Nuggets were led by Aaron Gordon's 8. Lakers shot 70% from the field in the first quarter, 64% from three-point range. He made 9 of 14, and free throws was the only downfall where they missed 3 of them. Nuggets shot 40%, 4 of 10 from three-point range, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So the Lakers playing great basketball. Now, can the Lakers continue to hold on? We say all the time, we'd love to see the Lakers score at least 30 points in a quarter, where they scored 46 in the first. They held the Nuggets to 29. Normally, we'd be very upset that another team got 29 and a quarter on us. That being said, in the second quarter, the Nuggets came out, played a little bit better. They actually outscored the Lakers in the second quarter by 3, 30-27. The Lakers, though, with 10:35 remaining, they started the quarter hot, and then it started to fizzle a little bit. They extended their lead to 53-29 with 10:35 remaining in the first half. Nuggets then go on a 12-0 run, and they cut the Laker 28-point lead down to 16. And are a little bit nervous to go, okay, what is going on? JJ Redick, you got to find a combination, something that works, because the Lakers can't score. Lakers, again, get their lead cut down to 14 at the half on a monster dunk. And then the Lakers finish the half going almost 5 minutes without scoring. So very frustrating. And if you saw JJ Redick interviewed as he was going into the half, not happy with this team, thought too much standing around, especially after missed shots, that the Lakers stopped playing defense. And if you listen to JJ Redick, he wants to see this team being solid all the way around. So the Lakers not playing great basketball in the second quarter, not the way that JJ Redick wanted to see this team go into the half. And so he was a little bit frustrated, and you can understand why. And so are we, right? We're all frustrated. We'll get to your comments as well throughout the show. So if you have a comment, please go ahead and leave it. We will get to all the comments as well. But first of all, before we get into the half and go through the rest of the game and the start of the game and so many things to talk about, I want to mention the people over at Hungry Root. So look, when it comes to grocery shopping and meal planning, I've had this ongoing problem. I just don't have time between work, life, trying to eat healthier. I was constantly feeling stressed out. I'd go to the grocery store, buy things I didn't even need, then I'd end up with no time to actually cook. So it's tough to stick to your health goals, right? It's the beginning of the year. Everyone has these health goals. It's a struggle too. So look, everything changed. Look, when I found Hungry Root, honestly, it's been a game changer. It can be a game changer for you too. It's the easiest way to eat healthy without all the stress. With Hungry Root, it's like having a personal shopper and a nutritionist all in one. They take care of my grocery shopping. I recommend it for you as far as your groceries go, your meal planning. Everything tastes great, and it can help you meet your health goals. From anti-inflammatory to high protein, gluten-free options. And the best part, every meal is ready in 15 minutes or less. And I'm talking really quick, healthy meals that actually taste great, all delivered straight to my door. It's been a huge time saver, and it's a healthy way to eat, makes life that much simpler. If you're going to try Hungry Root, you're going to love it as much as I do. For limited time, right now, you can get 40% off your first box and a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/LockedOnNBA and use the code LockedOnNBA. That's hungryroot.com/LockedOnNBA. The code is LockedOnNBA to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/LockedOnNBA. Code again, LockedOnNBA. Don't miss out. All right, so as I said, we look at this Laker team and, again, how they were rolling along at the half. This Laker team continues to play really good basketball. We want to see it go for the rest of the week as they have games against the Bucks and the Bulls through Saturday. Lakers were led at the half by Luka's 25. Dalton Knecht, big plus, 10 points off the bench. Happy with that. Nuggets led by Aaron Gordon, 16. That's fine. Lakers for the half shoot 61%, 57% from three-point range. That's going to play all the time. They made 12 of 21 three-pointers, really good. They missed 5 free throws. That frustrates me because at some point we know the Lakers are going to be in a tight game at the end, and we're going to have to nail these free throws. The fact that the Lakers miss free throws a night in and night in and night out drive me crazy. Nugget shot 50%, 33% from three-point range. Lakers played great basketball, and you couldn't be much happier than I was, except for the fact when they went cold. And when they went cold, it wasn't as big of a deal for me as it was obviously for JJ Redick. I thought the Lakers kind of had this game in hand. The shots are going to continue to fall. And some people say, well, you know, if you go cold, there's no guarantee you're going to get that shot back. The Lakers have a lot of good shooters. And when's the last time we've ever said this about a Laker team, right? For years, if you're a Laker fan, even when the Lakers are really good, they didn't have those designated three-point shooters. Well, this year, the Lakers have a lot of three-point shooters. The Lakers have a lot of guys that can nail that three-pointer when you need it. And there are about 5 guys that when you know they're getting their shot, you feel like it's going in. So I'm comfortable with this team. I like what I see. I keep thinking back to what JJ Redick said all the way back in October. You know, I'd like to see this team shoot 53 pointers. And it was kind of like tongue-in-cheek laughing because JJ Redick was a three-point shooter and he was a specialist at it. Well, this Laker team has a lot of good shooters all of a sudden, a lot of good defenders and a lot of good shooters. Points scored off turnovers for the Lakers. They did a great job in the first half, 23-16 over the Nuggets. Points in the paint. Nuggets outscored them 32-24, but it didn't matter because the Lakers shot so well from three-point range that the Lakers, obviously, 3 is worth more than 2. Lakers did well. So right now, when the Lakers lead at the half, the Lakers are now 37-5. Pretty impressive, okay? So with this Laker team and the way things are going, third quarter, Lakers can keep it up, you know? So Lakers, here's the deal. Lakers did great. Lakers did a great job coming out in the second half. Obviously, what happened with JJ Redick and the message he had with this team, he wasn't happy with what he saw. So we'll talk about what was the difference of this team in the second half compared to when they let other teams back in the game right here.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
All right, for me in the third quarter, I felt like the Lakers put this game away. For the Lakers, the turning point was the Lakers lead was no longer in jeopardy because they started the third quarter going on a 9-0 scoring run. The Lakers go up by 20 on Austin Reaves' pass for a layup to Dorian Finney-Smith. Nuggets didn't score for the last 5 minutes of the quarter, and the Lakers dominated. Lakers dominated that quarter, outscoring the Nuggets 32-18. And look, Gabe Vincent was great in this quarter. At the same time, the Lakers were fantastic. They went up by 28 on Jared Vanderbilt's layup. And through 3 quarters, Luka led the team with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So here's the deal. When you say, well, Luka's doing his thing and he's getting better all the time. And so absolutely, Luka is getting better all the time. So we feel like if we haven't seen the best version of Luka, and I don't know about you, but I watched a lot of Luka when he was in Dallas. He's outstanding right now in this Laker uniform, and he's leading this team. And I think obviously he has a lot to prove. He was surprised by the trade, but he says we haven't seen the best of him. I can't tell you how impressed I am. I'm sure you're impressed as well with Luka. Not only the passing, the ability to score under the basket, and again, take control whenever the Lakers need someone to go to change the momentum. Luka is always there. And so I can't imagine what it's going to look like when LeBron is back. It is one of those things that I'm extremely excited about. Here's what I noticed that I think helps the Lakers maybe the most for the future, having them here.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Okay, so here's the deal. Austin Reaves, everybody's talking the last few days. If you're not a Laker fan, you don't follow the Lakers on a regular basis, that Austin Reaves is underrated. We've talked about it on the show. We know Austin Reaves, what he can do. We've seen Austin Reaves carry this team at times when Luka wasn't available, LeBron's not available. If you watch, Luka always gets off to a really hot start in the first quarter. Austin Reaves kind of sits back. Austin Reaves plays the game where it comes to him, and that's the kind of role he's going to have to do as long as he shares the court with guys like LeBron James and Luka. The thing I've noticed about Austin Reaves' game, and you tell me if I'm wrong on this, I think Austin Reaves is learning a ton from Luka. And what I mean by that, not only how to pass, how to create, but the slow down, speed up moments that Luka is able to do amaze me. And anyone who's ever played basketball, you see an opening, you try and split the defense, you drive to the basket as hard as you can. Maybe you dish off, maybe you take the ball to the hoop. If you look at Austin's game, it has gotten better since Luka's been on the court. Not only because obviously you get more open shots with Luka, that comes with everyone on the team, but Austin Reaves looks more and more like Luka the way he plays the game. Slow down, speed up, and lets basically the openings come to him. And it's not always about scoring. He loves to assist. He talked about it before Luka was even here about being a point guard and having huge assist numbers with low turnovers, that he was all in. And so it's pretty exciting to see what Austin Reaves is doing, and exciting that he's only going to get better. Austin Reaves is only going to get better for this team. And when LeBron retires one day and it's Luka and it's Austin Reaves and whoever else is on this team, I think Austin Reaves will be a complete player and a guy that you'll see representing the West in the All-Star game for years to come. He's that good, and people love watching him play, love his effort, love the fact that he's always on the floor. He's always trying to take charges. He's doing everything he needs to do. As we know, the Lakers went on to win, again, 120-108. So the Lakers right now are 39-2 when leading after the third quarter. And what can you say? The Lakers were absolutely outstanding tonight, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And so the question is, who is your locked on player of the game?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Player of the game, I think without a doubt tonight, it has to go to Luka. Luka in 32 minutes had 31 points, 10 of 21 shooting from the field, 4 of 9 from three-point range. He was 7 of 10 from the free throw line, but he had 9 rebounds. He had 7 assists. He had 2 steals. Turnovers, the 6 were really high. We don't like that. But overall, Luka carried this team right from the beginning. I mean, the old saying, as they say in football, you got to punch them in the mouth. Luka punched Denver basically in the mouth. He did it all by himself. He made his first 4 shots, including a three-pointer. Luka, without a doubt, was the player of the game. Austin Reaves finishes with 22 points in 36 minutes, shot 50% from the field, 8 of 16, only made 2 of 7 three-pointers. But Austin Reaves, big night, 22 points, 8 assists for him, and bench play for the Lakers, which is something we've been concerned about. The Lakers tonight had 3 players that scored in double digits. You had Dalton Knecht, he had 12. You had Gabe Vincent, he had 12. You had Jared Vanderbilt, he had 10. It was a big night and a balanced night for this Laker team. So extremely exciting to see the direction this Laker team is going. And for me, I can't wait for LeBron to get back, because it's really the missing piece to see what we will possibly look like come postseason. I'll get to your comments in just a second, but got to mention the people over at Prize Picks, because we know March Madness is here. The basketball season's heating up. There's no better way to get on the action than Prize Picks, the best place for daily fantasy sports. With Prize Picks, you just pick more or less on at least 2 player projections that with the shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. It's easy to use, available in over 30 states, and lets you mix and match projections across different sports, whether it's building lineups for the week. It's quick and easy, fast payouts, Taco Tuesday deals. Look, every Tuesday, PrizePicks discount select player projections up to 25%, giving even more value to your lineup. So right now, you download the app, use the code LOCKEDONNBA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. The code is LOCKEDONNBA for $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Don't forget PrizePicks, run your game. So here we go. This Laker team right now, I'm excited. I'm curious if you're excited. I was really disappointed by that road trip where they lost 4. Now they've won 3 straight. They can win their 4th straight game of the week tomorrow when they take on the Milwaukee Bucks. By the way, I'll get to your comments right now. And here's the deal. Craig, you're there every day with me. You've been with me the entire season. Okay. So Craig and BC, I see you guys all the time on here. So I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed in both of you guys because you guys were with me on Christmas Day. You're with me on New Year's Eve. You've been with me through the season when I was frustrated and the Lakers weren't playing well and Pelinka wasn't making moves and I didn't understand JJ Redick's timeouts. You guys have been with me every single show. I completely messed up the last show when I said tomorrow night, meaning yesterday, they're facing the Bucks. I messed up the schedule. I was waiting for you guys to correct me in the chat. You guys didn't correct me. Literally, I was sitting in this exact same spot going, when is this game starting? And realized there was no game last night. Completely thrown off. And so, guys, I thought you were going to pick me up here. Anyway, I thought we'd do this as a team together. I look forward to seeing you guys in the chat every single night, but I don't know what happened. I was here for a game. There was no game. I was ready to go. Not only were they not facing the Bucks last night, they didn't face the Bucks next. They faced the Nuggets tonight and then Bucks tomorrow. I was off by 2 days. Nobody corrected me. Okay, come on. Craig BC, I expect more from you. Sometimes I need a little bit of help. Here we go. Craig, you say Luka set the tone. He did set the tone. Hot first quarter, and he does it all the time. Reeves, another good game, and that's what we want. Lakers ahead of Denver now. Look, here's the deal. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm curious to know how you feel about the Lakers and who their first opponent could be in the first round of the postseason. Does it make a difference to you? Because so many people are looking at it that if the Lakers are the 3 seed and the Golden State Warriors are the 6 seed, which it sets up right now, are you okay with facing Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler in the first round? Would you rather see them face someone else? The Lakers right now, to give you an idea where the standings are, Oklahoma City is running away with it. So the number 2 seeds are the Rockets. They're 12.5 games out. Lakers are 13.5. Nuggets are behind them as the 4 seed. Memphis is the 5 seed. And Golden State is the 6 seed. So the Lakers have a chance of passing the Rockets. They've got a big game with the Rockets coming up. Rockets are playing great basketball right now. They've won 8 straight games. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing great. Nuggets obviously dealing with injury, but the Nuggets were able to beat the Warriors just the other night. You heard Steph Curry and Steve Kerr saying Steph's tired. Steph needs to rest. So would you like to see the Lakers face a team in the first round like the Warriors? Or possibly if they move up past the Rockets, they could face the Clippers in the first round. Do you have a preference on who the Lakers would possibly face in the first round? Curious about that as well. Look, you obviously got to go through Oklahoma City, right? That's the team right now that I think everyone says it's a very good team, possibly the best team in the West. How would they match up against the Thunder? Thunder doesn't have a lot of playoff experience, but at the same time, do you have a preference as a Laker fan? Agent Z says, I do not want to face the Warriors in the first round. I do want to see them at some point, and I think the NBA wants to see them face the Warriors. I just don't want to see it in the first round, and I think the Lakers play really well against Warriors, but we haven't really faced the Warriors, the new look Warriors, right? We haven't seen the Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry Warriors. At the same time, they haven't seen the LeBron, Luka Lakers on a regular basis, see what that looks like as well. Agent Z says, any concern with LeBron coming back? I think LeBron is to the point in his career, and he wouldn't approve the Luka trade if he didn't believe it was a great fit. If LeBron needs to take whatever role that is, I think he takes that role. He's still going to get his 20-something points. He's still going to get his rebounds. He's going to get his assists. He's going to make the team better. But I want to see him in the lineup with these guys. I just want to see him in the lineup with these guys to make sure that what we think is going to happen is actually possible of happening. And I want to see, as well as these guys are playing right now without LeBron, what it looks like with LeBron. So BC, Craig, I see you guys here. Go Lakers. Lakers ahead of Denver now. All that stuff, well on the same page. Okay, look, we're back tomorrow night. I promise. I don't see anyone here correcting me on the schedule. We're back tomorrow night. Lakers will take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Want to talk about hopefully the 4th straight win. Milwaukee embarrassed the Lakers when they were in Milwaukee. It's time for the Lakers to do the same thing back in Los Angeles, but we'll be back in 24 hours. Lakers hosting the Bucks. Again, final score tonight, Lakers 120, Denver Nuggets 108, and Lakers win their 3rd straight game. It's a good night in LA. LA Dodgers, by the way, 2-0 in Japan. Man, what a time to be an LA sports fan. What a time, because things feel pretty good. Play the music, Randy Newman. We'll see you tomorrow night.